What's up, family? Welcome back to another Larry Bird video, man. In the building. The best Larry Bird versus arrogant showboat story ever told. So let's go, man.
A person's making an issue out of this as Bird is jarring with him.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah. And Person will be called with the foul. And Person and Bird have a few words.
My man look like a straight hater.
Bird again ends up on the floor.
Oh, my man
and he was
playing dirty. He looking like Bill Lambier out in these streets.
by Person.
Person stuffed him and had something to say afterwards. That's the play of the game right there. And look at Bird. Person didn't dare look at him.
Out of all of the times where Larry Bird trash talked and dominated an opponent, Chuck Person was one of the few players that stood toe-to-toe with Larry Bird and actually held his own.
It started my rookie year, and first time I touched the ball, my very first game, he said, "Shoot the ball, rookie. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it." I said, "Okay, I'll shoot it." Wow, like that, and it went in. And I said, "Don't ever tell me to shoot the ball. I shoot it every time." And from then on, it's been battle.
My man got that Southern hospitality accent for real. He said, "I shoot every time."
Nice secure.
It's just crazy.
Test boost, man.
I mean, you could tell he from the South. That Southern trash talk is something different, boy.
Person uses that right arm to get Bird out of the way, and then he drains it, and then he talks to Larry. Trev, Person for three. We're tied up. And he's jawing with Larry Bird again.
Oh, he need to let that toupee off his head. He need to let that joint go.
Person wants the ball against Larry Bird. Count it. The first Indiana lead. Listen to the crowd. He'll pull out and shoot a three. Watch him. There it goes. That'll be
how you
good.
start. That's how you finish.
It is the Person show.
And when they faced off in the first round of the 1991 playoffs, their underrated rivalry was an intense.
If I'm not mistaken, there's McHale, and he's gone. He's gone. Thompson is gone.
Physical. Hard-fought battle of will.
And Chuck Person's doing a little talking to Bird now. And now they're bumping. And he's back to talking, and so's Larry Bird. Person. And when he talks, he walks.
And with the series tied 2 games apiece, Larry Bird, in the 5th and deciding game, gave us one of the most iconic moments in NBA history.
It is one of in the Bird lore, it is one of the top 5 incidents that he did that might have been the last great moment.
Marv, the mood of the Celtics could be described as confident. In fact, this is the 10th deciding game of a playoff series Larry Bird has been involved in. By the way, the condition of his lower back injury remains the same, expecting to play about 40 minutes through pain today. And it has come down to the
40 minutes through pain, and you see how NBA players today complain, bro? Bro, there's no excuses.
And deciding game between the Celtics and the Pacers. Bird in the open court over Williams. Pacers down court in a hurry. Larry Bird had some words right in the face of Chuck Person as Person called for the timeout.
Look, my man chickened out. Talking about some timeout.
Because Larry Bird started the game off hot, you couldn't tell that he was battling a severe back injury and was in a lot of pain.
Larry Bird, at this point in his career, is now squeezing to the end. It's a ceaseless struggle to get healthy enough to play.
Larry Bird did not play the final 7 games of the season as he decided to sit out and see if he could get his back ready for the playoffs. His back was day to day, and no one knew if he would be able to play in the series.
I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to feel Thursday or Friday. It's just wait and see. It's a game that we're playing right now, and hopefully...
It looked like Larry Bird never aged, bro. He looked the same every time.
Prepared to play every game.
I remember walking in the locker room, and I saw Larry before the game, and I said, "How you feeling?" "I'm okay, I guess." Well, he wasn't okay. Guy could barely put his pants on.
He spent the night at the hospital in traction, so he had to be in just unbelievable pain.
soldier.
Bird putting his shoulder down that time, actually trying to create off the dribble, which is unusual with the bad back that he has.
As Larry Bird carried the Celtics to a lead in the first half, while already in excruciating back pain. To make matters even worse, with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, Larry Bird took one of the nastiest falls of his career.
Right now, Larry Bird with 12, and the Celtics lead by 7. 4.5 remaining in this first half. Bird had it knocked away by Saunders. Harris on the recovery. Bird is hurt. Bird is down.
You can see my man is trying to push through every ounce of pain, bro.
He's hurt.
As Bird goes after the loose ball to try to save it, he does in fact get it, keeps it in play, but he paid for it, struggling right now to get up.
It was a thud when he hit that floor. You heard that boom. The breath went out of that building because they thought that, that was it.
What went through my mind, just hope it wasn't anything too serious. Obviously, if there's something wrong with me, anytime you see Larry Bird walks off the court, something seriously got to be wrong.
Larry Bird's face hit the floor so hard that he knocked himself unconscious for a few seconds.
Dang.
He left the game with
I didn't even know that, bro. That's crazy.
concussion and had a broken bone
Oh, I
in his
remember
face.
that. I remember when the concussion, but I ain't never hear the thump and see it like in full effect like this.
Celtics leader out of the game, Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers smelled blood.
Don't think the fact that Larry Bird is in the locker room right now isn't helping the Indiana Pacers pick up their level of intensity. They smell it right now. They know the leader is not on the floor. Someone needs to step up now for Boston and take over in Larry Bird's absence.
And Chuck Person with 20 points.
He's gonna come back out
First
anyway.
time this afternoon, the Pacers
It's the game where he'll come back out.
Well, you're right. Chuck Person was a real force, and there was a lot of back and forth going on.
Person for 3. Yes. From straight away.
And Larry bangs his head on the floor.
I know.
Bang, boom. Has to leave the game. It looks like the ship's going to sink, and we're going to go home in the first round.
Person from downtown. What a
My
shot
man was
by
feeling it,
Person.
feeling it. Look at him.
And
He said he believed he could fly, bro. Now until the bird come and shoot this nigga down. Real rat,
he
bro.
reacted. Indiana with a 3-point lead.
And the cameras are on Larry emerging from the locker room.
Oh, yeah.
Man, come on, bro. Didn't I tell you? He ain't the real bird. He the fake bird. This the real bird. You know what I'm saying?
Corridor. The
Yeah.
cavalry is arriving. The crowd sees them. They go berserk.
And here comes Larry Bird. As Michael Williams is covered by Robert Parrish.
I got the sense the Pacers were stunned to see him there, and that they thought, holy what's going to happen now?
Throughout this timeout, they have been standing and cheering since Larry Bird made his way from underneath the tunnel from the Boston locker room. He went out with 4:23 remaining in the second after taking the fall, and he is back in the ball game.
My man is a legend, bro.
Reggie Miller
He like reincarnated in a short amount of time, bro. Now the Celtics is back alive. Like,
I've never met an athlete that would play with pain the way he does, and an athlete that's so highly
bro,
self-motivated.
he just not an athlete. That's why he a legend, bro. Come on, bro. Get it together and watch who you commentating about. Fix your attitude. Fix your demeanor. Fix your perspective, bro. What's wrong with
That's
you?
Larry Bird.
Want to play
It is Larry Bird. You just said it, but you need to say it with a little bit more enthusiasm than that, bro. Talking about, it's Larry Bird. Come on, bro. You better get it together, president or not, bro. It's the president on the court you talking about. Of your franchise.
Indiana wants to talk it over.
People's pain threshold are different. Some guys will dislocate a finger and go ahead and play with it. Some guys can dislocate a finger and be out 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's
Just,
true.
I think it's just something within
Everybody got different pain tolerance, bro.
that some guys have a good pain threshold and some don't.
But to me, I was just so glad I got the NBA and made it. I didn't want some little injury messing up my whole season, so I tried to play through it.
Grateful.
Bird with the step.
Like everything on the field.
When Larry returned, the Celtics went from losing by 3 points to winning by 13 points.
Can you imagine had back pain, just had a concussion, then you come back like pasteurizing the opponent team offensively, coming back with a strong defensive stance, let alone trying to keep your posture up. The way my man was just defending that inbound right like that and coming back when they was just down 3 points. Boy.
Of minutes.
But they come right back at you. Bird on the reverse, and it counts.
He said, give me this ball, bro. Y'all little boys, get up out of here. I'm a bird. I can fly.
I think it's really a mental thing that, Larry's on the court now. Hey, now we got our leader back. We got a big option here we can go to down the stretch during the game. And he's just a big emotional lift when he's on the court, too.
Three-point play for
The respect they have from his teammates.
Bird out of the field. And it's the Celtics by 13.
The fans at that point wouldn't let the team lose because of what Larry was doing.
The energy in that arena,
Giving
bro.
away 3 inches to Bird, who's trying to post them up through the foul.
The Dirk Nowitzki. I feel like he was the first Dirk Nowitzki before the birth. I feel like he was the birth of the Dirk Nowitzki before the Dirk Nowitzki of the Mavericks. Like, if that makes sense. Look how he did that. That was crazy. Look at that.
Bird, who does the bulk of the work on the defensive boards, is always looking down the floor and just gets it out over the top of Reggie
Better
Miller.
game.
And he's going to lead this group with a little bit of emotion, and then also by taking it strong to the
Bird is
basket,
the word in these
showing them
streets.
how it's to be done.
Through all of the pain and injuries, Larry Bird came back and led this Celtics team to a victory, proving that there's a big difference between being a good player and being the greatest of all time. Because today's players just aren't built like they used to.
Told you. Boy, they'll flop in a minute and play. Playing off of a traumatic injury. I don't know. I feel like when you play off a traumatic injury, when you could get back up, bro, you just looking for that opportunity to chicken out, bro. Because Larry Legend is a soldier, bro. Crazy.
Mike, rarely do you see this kind of emotion from Larry Bird.
No, but Larry Bird is answering the challenge put forth to him by Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers, and he's letting it all hang out today.
I'm talking about today's player. When you look at Larry in that game, and Bob Hill says he's coming back and be ready for him, would today's player come back in a game like that?
No.
Now with load management, where agents and managers are saying you got to take care of your body and your product. And it's true, your body is your livelihood.
Yeah.
I remember Jordan playing with 104-degree temperature.
Yeah.
A courageous, classic performance by the fluid.
Man, look at Kobe. He had broke up fingers he got on the court. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't feel like it's for shows, man. But if you a leader, sometimes the leaders take on tough. A leader do things that, to get the outcome they want, they do things they never done before. And being a leader on top of it, it sets the tone. Like Bird set the tone. There was no doubt about it. Walking into any arena, I feel like he was matching Pearson's energy. Okay, you want to get it out? You want to let it all out? I'm gonna let it hang it all out. I do it on a regular anyway. But me being as a leader, I'ma definitely put it on this floor because I put it on the floor every single night. You feel me?
Michael Jordan.
Larry, we just talked about that game, with
Isaiah Thomas against the Lakers in 88, 25-point period on a bad leg.
He's got to be hurting and limping. Thomas goes up, and Isaiah Thomas having an incredible period.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm being unfair, but that just isn't there anymore.
It's not.
Boston 110, Indiana 96.
And I feel like, not that you want the player to get injured, that's their body, but it gives more of appreciation Ain't nothing like a player showing how grateful they are to be in the position they in and give a not only just entertainment, but put it all on the floor and then try to push through instead of chicken out. It just makes you appreciate it even more. That's why the game is appreciated for what it was and how it evolved. Without these key moments and these key players and these amazing, magnificent players like a Larry Bird, like a Magic Johnson, like Isaiah Thomas, and seeing these phenomenal moments, though they were unprecedented, nobody wants them to be hurt, but they still gave it all they got. And I feel like as a fan, as a viewer, as a young viewer, you know, educating yourself on the game of basketball, learning the game of basketball, looking at its history and how it is today, getting a clear understanding, it makes you appreciate it even more. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't take it for granted.
4 minutes gone by in the fourth. Bird
I don't think
again
we ever gonna see no moments like this
ends
again.
up on the floor, and he was pushed by Person.
Nowadays, sorry to pause again, but you got international players coming in saying the European league is more aggressive than the NBA. So look how soft has it gotten. You know what I'm saying? Where is the grit, the hard grit, the hunger, the competitiveness? I don't know. And nowadays, guys that keep chucking up threes, if that don't work, the best thing you could do is put your head down, pound it inside, drive, dish it out, set your team up, orchestrate the offense. If you're not a superstar, be a superstar in the role that you play that's magnificently benefiting the team for you to be valuable to the team within the skill set that you have. I don't know, man.
Person stepping up with the blind screen right in the area that Larry Bird doesn't need in the middle of the
That was a
back.
dirty play, though. You know his back was. You just haters. I feel like that was a hater move.
Bird.
That is whatever. And
I
he
think
still
4 or
got it.
5 years you'll think back about what he did, or you'll just, you'll go that. I think it's one of those things that as the years go by, it'll become bigger and bigger and bigger.
And it is becoming bigger. Look at me. Bro, I'm born in 1999. 25 years old. Always eager to see a Larry Bird video, react to it, learn about it, embrace it. Like, bro,
The Boston Celtics, in a terrific series, have defeated the Indiana Pacers. They won it in 5 to advance to the second round.
I already had a lot of respect for Larry Bird, but the way he played today, it's just like the stuff you tell your kids about. And I told him at the end of the game, I never seen anything like that.
Truly amazing, and it's courageous and all those other things. And he's the leader. He is the leader of the Celtics, and he will be until he retires.
I've known Chuck for a while, and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
The humor. Gotta love it. Gotta love his humor, man. Gotta love his humor. Strong individual, man. So much he did for the game of basketball, family. It just only so many words can explain. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Spread that peace, love, and positivity. Let the love supersede the hate. On that note, family, peace.